Guys, this is Amy at Stampin' with a Heart in the Crafty Cottage. I am playing with paper today. I didn't have anything really set to do, but I did find something to do with my brother's scan and cut. And I've been making these poinsettias right here. And I wanted to show you how to do these. I don't know if you can see the little sparklies on there. Probably not because this light here is too bright. Let's take this down a notch. There. Maybe. Let's try the other light. Let's see what we get. Here we go. You might be able to see that there are sparklies in that. It's really hard to get that in video. I'm going to try to bring it up closer to you. I don't know, but you really can't see the shimmer on there. I have shimmer on this, and it is a dreary day here in Statesville because of the weather coming through from the tropical storm. I don't know how to say the name of it, but that's okay. I don't really care. It's not going to really do much to us. But I thought I'd sit here and show you how to do this. I'm playing with these. I want to make a wreath. I saw somebody do with some of the Stampin' Up dies, but since I got the scan and cut, I haven't really wanted to buy the dies. So this is one I did, and I'm using some Stampin' Up supplies. I have a 1 1/4 inch circle punch on the back as my base. And I have these pieces cut out off of my scan and cut. Let me get another base. And I'm using retired in color paper. I think it's called New Pink or something to that aspect, or Petal Pink. I don't remember. It was last year's retiring stamps. I'm going to punch out a 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And if you don't have 1 1/4, a 1 inch would work. A 1 1/2 inch would work. I would probably not go over 1 1/2 inch. But what I'm going to do with these are actually Stampin' Up. They're in the new catalog coming out tomorrow. And they're really pretty. They're pearls with some glimmer in there, and I like these. I bought 2 packs of them just for these leaves. I'm going to make a wreath. But I'm going to show you how to assemble the poinsettia today and get it to look like that. I'm using all retired colors. I have pink Pirouette blends that retired, and the paper, I'll put it in a blog post what color paper I'm using, but it is a retired color. Any of our pinks would do, or you could just take white and sponge the color on. So it would be fine. Now I'm a little bright in here today because, we have Yasis or whatever coming through, so we're getting a little bit of the rain and some bands, so we're not getting to see that. But I'm going to start first with the bottom piece. This is my base, and I'm going to start with this bottom piece because this is the larger of the poinsettias. I cut out 3 of them for my flowers. You could make them bigger. It's not a problem. Not with the scan and cut anyway. You can put them on there and expand them and make them as big as you want. What I did to get the detailed veining on this is I took my very old Stampin' Tool scoring tool. You can use the new trim or the new pick tool that's got the score on it. I like this one because it has a smaller, well, I need to get in the camera, hadn't I? It's got the smaller tip here. So this one's just a little bit bigger. Where if you use the new one, it might be a little bit bigger, and that can pose to be a problem with trimming out and poking through these flowers. I did 2 others playing around, and I just sponged these in Whisper White. They're Whisper White cutouts, and I sponged the green and the red, which is I think Real Red, and Bomb Bashful Blush, Bashful Pink, or the pink that we have. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Isn't that terrible? This is an impromptu, and then I did this with a little bit of veining and Wink Estella, and was just playing around. So that's what I got for those 2. I'm going to show you how to put this one together. So I'm going to take this little tool, and I'm actually, for the big one, I'm going to use the bigger side. And literally, I'm holding the center down and just going in the middle here and scoring on that line. And then I'm just kind of going out to where would be a line and just scoring with that, just so I get a little indentation. And you see it already curls up. See the detail in that leaf? Can you see that like that? There we go. See that? Much better. And now what I'm going to do, now that I've got one leaf done, I'm going to take my dark pink pirouette and I'm going to use, make sure it's still working because my one side wasn't working so well. Okay, good, still working. And I'm going to take my color and I'm just, ooh, that's a little big, but it dries up some. Don't freak out. There, we'll just leave it like that. It will dry up some, it won't look so bold. Next time I will go back to this side. It's just a little bit bolder than I was expecting. Okay, and on to the next piece. Of course, the one I decide to do comes out not so great. And you just do this all the way around to all 5 of your pieces. And you can do as many veins as you would like to do in your leaf. That's really up to you. I just wanted a little bit to give it some dimension and depth, the way our new poinsettia stuff does. I love that a lot, but I was like, you know, I want to buy it, but I really don't have room. I'm in the tiny house and I don't have shelving, and you know, we're on a fixed income right now because we're trying to build a house. So right now is not the time for me to buy everything in the catalog like I want to. But that's okay. It will be okay, and eventually I will have a big old house. Again, it's not a permanent situation, although I do enjoy living tiny. A lot less to clean. We deep cleaned Friday, and we spent an hour and a half for deep cleaning. And when I say deep cleaning, I mean baseboards from bottom to top, baseboard scrubbing everything. All right, I'm back to doing my veins, and I'm using the end, the little piece again, using the smaller tip. And you won't see a lot of this, and it does blend in, especially once I put my Poinsettia in my spray. I've got some mist that I did for all of it. So it looks kind of weird right now, and it doesn't look all that great. It kind of looks like a little kindergartner did this, but that's all right. Because once I spray my Glimmer Mist, this is not real Glimmer Mist. This is frosted shimmer paint in some alcohol mixed up. I have it in a Glimmer Mist bottle because that's what I had left over. And you know, in a tiny house, you tend to reuse stuff. So I'm going to put this over here on a piece of paper, and I'm just going to spritz it. I'm going to move it out of the camera so it doesn't spritz my, no, I need more. I don't want it to spritz my, me and my scan and cut and everything else. So I don't know if you can see that, but that shimmer paint is lightening up this. Once it all dries with the alcohol, it will look much better. So I'm going to set this over to the side and allow it to dry. You can see shimmer all over my cardstock too. I don't know if you can see that. I love that shimmer paint. Such pretty stuff. Now we're going to do the same thing to the next sheet or the next petal. And I don't do as many veins on the next petal just because I don't think it looks very good doing that much. But I just love how it gives detail in this. So I hope everyone's staying well and dry for this lovely storm, especially all my North Carolina demo friends. They're, a lot of them are in harm's way with being out in Raleigh and Durham area. And it's just not pretty out that way. Not right now, anyhow. All right, now I've got all 5 of these done again, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm just going to follow my veins that I've put in. And we'll spritz it, but I'm going to wait to spritz this one till we do all of them together so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. And then we've got our baby one. And we're going to do this one just like we did the other ones. And we're going to try not to do so many up and downs because doing those, too many of those on this top one will just make it look odd. So I'm trying to do just one line and just keep it in that one line if I go multiple. And I try to let the paper bring the score tool where it wants, because then it's a more natural flow and it's more like a real vein in a plant, which is what you're going for. You're going for that real natural look of what a vein is in your poinsettia bushes or plants or whatever you're calling them. I think they're bushes. I like them. I like the pink ones. I like the red ones. I would probably make one mix with red and pink, a little wreath, just to put in my room because it'll make me feel festive and I don't have a lot of room to decorate here. All right, I'm going to take this top one and I'm going to come over here and spritz these so they're not in the way of the camera and all over my stuff. I have to be a little careful because I've got a fan on in here and it tends to blow everything. So now my hands are also sparkly now. It's okay. It's fine. I think it's a good day when I become sparkly. So now we've got those drying. This is still a little damp, but it's going to be okay. We're going to take our little circle that we've made and we're going to get some regular old glue and we're just going to put it down here in the middle of our circle. So you've got a little glue there. And I really should put my camera down a little lower for you guys. Let's see if I can get it lower for you. My husband has come in and changed it a couple of times and, well, he always makes it so that you can't see and it's okay. He means well, but you know. All right, I think that's a little better for you to see. Okay, I've got my glue on there. And I'm going to take the biggest one and I'm going to set it straight in the middle, right like that. And I'm sure most of you all can figure out how to do this. We're just going to layer these. But I'm also going to kind of put this in the middle to give it that curled in look. And I'm going to kind of let this dry up. Just like that. Now the next one, you're going to use dimensionals. I'm just using a mini dimensional because this is a very small one. Now if you did the bigger flowers and leaves, you might want to use the bigger dimensionals, and that's fine too. I'm trying to get it to stick because it's still damp from the spray. It does not want to stick on me because it's still damp. Okay. Nope, still not sticking. All right, we're going to have to let this dry. Give it a few minutes. You want to see it kind of shimmery and frosty looking. Look at that. I just think that's great. All right, let's get another dimensional out. All right, it's getting sticky and dry. So that should work. Dimensional in the center. Still does not want to come off. I hate when it does that. And where's my pick tool? I know it's here. And still doesn't want to stay very well, but we're gonna make it work. Because you need dimensionals to get at the dimension, right? Okay, we're gonna take this one. No, we're not. Apparently, these have a mind of their own. Okay, we put it on the back of this one. Since it doesn't want to stay, here we go. Now we're going to stagger these so that they're kind of in the middle. There we go. Yay! Had to go the other way. Now I'm not putting any more of the dimensionals, just one for this. And then I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to put it in just the way I did, but with some glue this time. And I keep my glue in a box up on the desk, so it's always facing down because you know this is just gets really, really ridiculous when it goes up and you have to shake and shake and shake and shake and shake, shake and shake and shake and shake and shake until you get the glue. So I've made one of these little boxes here, and it's got little 2 holes, and I just use it for my glue so it stays up. Next thing you're going to do is take one of these beautiful little Dumaflachis. I don't even know what Stampin' Up's calling them. They're called beaded pearls, and these are in the the poinsettia bundle that we have. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue there, and I'm going to just stick this right on top. And you need real glue for this because it is metal and it's not adhesive back. So you're going to want real glue so it stays. And I'm not going to fool with it again until it's completely dry. But there you go. That is how you make one of these little beautiful little flourishes. Now in the one that I cut up, I do have leaves that go behind, but I cut them out in pink. So I really don't want the pink for the leaf. I want to do them green. So I'm going to sponge these green and then we'll put them behind that just like that. So you can see what it does, what it looks like here. So we've got both of them. The one I did today, the one I did a while ago, and the one I did a couple of days ago. Aren't they beautiful? That will make a lovely wreath, which I will put out for you to see once I have them all complete. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay dry, stay safe, and happy crafting.